Cool. So it's Monday and it's the mindset for the 14th of February. Happy Valentine's, everybody. So I think one of the things I posted this time last year was send some love to your agent this Valentine's Day. Doesn't matter if things are good with your agent, amazing with your agent, average with your agent, or bad with your agent. It's still really good to energetically send them some love and gratitude. I'm not saying you have to share a bottle of wine. I'm just saying energetically send them some love on Valentine's Day. So today I want to talk about leveling up. And the idea of leveling up is that we neither put ourselves below nor above anyone else, but we level up. We treat everybody as an equal. And most of us, I think hopefully all of us, believe in the concept that we are all equal. And yet we can sometimes put other people on a pedestal, very dangerous, or put ourselves below, which kind of is a consequence of putting other people up. We then find ourselves below, even if we don't move position. So I want to talk about leveling up, and that is to see yourself as an equal and to create that. And so one of the things to do is avoid putting other people on a pedestal. We might respect someone's work and they might be an amazing actor. They might have worked really hard. But unless you know someone, you may be putting someone on a pedestal who may in some other area of their life maybe not be worthy of being put on a pedestal. Also, if you're someone who's been put on a pedestal, puts a lot of pressure on you to sort of be superhuman and not be human. We're connected by our humanness, which is our flawed but doing our best kind of self. So if you find yourself putting someone else above, just remind yourself you're therefore putting yourself below. And ditto, when you're putting yourself below, realize that you either believe in equality, which includes you, or you don't. And it's really important that we are empowered and on the same level as other people. So I want you to kind of think about this in terms of how you behave. And it's the difference between behaving like someone who perceives themselves to be less than or more than, equally dangerous, or someone who perceives themselves as coming at a level. So if you were to meet a famous actor, if you were to behave like someone who's putting them up on a pedestal, you might like, can I take your photograph? And you would be all starstruck. If you're meeting them on a level, you might still completely respect their work, but you wouldn't come at them from a point of view necessarily as a fan, but as a fellow actor, which indeed you are. So that's what it is to be on the level. And it sounds like a really small thing, but I think it's really important. And when we start doing the work in our marketing and researching casting directors, that habit of researching them means that we then start to see them as human beings and stop seeing them as sort of gatekeepers of our career, or somehow all powerful. They hold the keys to our career. No one holds the keys to your career. No one. That's a limiting belief, and it's really unhelpful. Whether it's a casting director, an agent, another famous actor, a director, even an establishment. Which is not to say we're disrespectful. That's sort of like a hyper correction. Yeah, I feel less than, so I'm going to hyper correct up into better than, arrogant. Yeah. But no, we want to be here on a level as an equal. So to believe that anyone holds the sort of keys to your career is to hand over your power. Yeah, I'm sure there are people who it'd be helpful, if they, let you in the room or they recommended you, but it's not the be all and end all of your career. And that's the difference between handing over the power and still being on a level. So, of course, it's collaborative. We want to work with these people, but we want to work with them on a level. Yeah. And if anyone's ever had this, I've had this sometimes where people sort of do that slightly, Charlotte knows lots of things. It's like the guru. And yeah, look, I hope I've got something to teach you. Otherwise, no point you being here. Find your next coach, and that also happens. But I still want to be on a level because I find it really uncomfortable if someone puts me either up or down. And if I'm now being reminded of what's that great improv book, Keith Johnston, is it, the improv book? And he talks about status and how certainly in England, we will try and match other people's accents so that the gap in status is reduced to as small as possible. So a working class person might move up and an upper class person might move down in terms of accent or what we perceive as the accents, in order to close that gap. It's actually really uncomfortable. We don't want to be better than or less than someone else. We want to be their equal. And that's what it is, leveling up. So I'm just planting a seed in your consciousness, really, because it's not about, I can now go and action this specific thing. It's just about planting that seed in your consciousness so that you start to think and be aware of. The invitation is to is to ask yourself, am I playing on a level here, or am I treating them as, better than me, or am I treating them as lower down than me, less important than me? And I don't think either of those are conducive to either being a nice human being, and a collaborator within the artistic space, but also to us just feeling in a peace, good about ourselves, and succeeding at actors. So that's my mini mindset for this Monday, and it is start to make sure that all your relationships are on the level. All right, have a great Monday. Have a great week. Bye.